Ladies and gentlemen, the mind is an incredible tool capable of shaping every aspect of your reality. However, many people fail to recognize the immense power they hold within themselves because their thoughts and beliefs operate on autopilot. Your mind is essentially the command center of your life, and it dictates the choices you make, the opportunities you seize, and the limitations you impose upon yourself. Everything you experience is filtered through the lens of your mind, which is why understanding its power is the first step to reprogramming it. Most people's minds operate based on programs that were installed during their childhood. These programs are not conscious choices, but rather the result of the environment, upbringing, and experiences they were exposed to. Your parents, teachers, friends, and even society contributed to the beliefs you hold today. For instance, if you grew up in an environment where success was viewed as unattainable or reserved for a select few, you may have adopted limiting beliefs about your own potential. These beliefs are deeply ingrained in your subconscious, quietly influencing your decisions and actions. One of the most significant realizations you can have is that these programs are not permanent. Just as a computer software can be updated or rewritten, so too can the beliefs and thought patterns in your mind. But before you can reprogram your mind, you must first understand how it works. The mind has two primary components, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is responsible for logic, reasoning, and decision-making, but it's the subconscious mind that holds the real power. It controls your habits, emotions, and automatic responses, and it operates on the programs it has been given. Think of your mind as a garden. Every thought you have is a seed. Positive, empowering thoughts are like seeds that grow into vibrant, healthy plants. Negative, limiting thoughts are like weeds that take over and choke out the positive growth. The problem is that many of us don't realize we've been planting weeds for years. Every time you think, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I don't deserve happiness, you're planting weeds in your mental garden. Over time, these negative thoughts become deeply rooted, making it difficult to grow anything positive. Another important aspect of the mind's power is its ability to shape your perception of reality. Your beliefs act as filters, determining how you interpret the world around you. For example, if you believe that people are inherently untrustworthy, you'll focus on actions and behaviors that confirm this belief, even if they're minor or insignificant. On the other hand, if you believe that people are generally kind and supportive, you'll notice acts of kindness and generosity more readily. This phenomenon is known as confirmation bias, and it's a clear example of how your mind shapes your reality. Your thoughts also have a profound impact on your emotions and physical well-being. When you consistently think negative thoughts, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol, which can weaken your immune system, disrupt your sleep, and increase your risk of anxiety and depression. Conversely, positive thoughts can trigger the release of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which boost your mood and promote overall health. This is why learning to harness the power of your mind is not just about achieving success, but also about improving your quality of life. The mind is incredibly adaptable thanks to a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that your brain can create new neural pathways and rewire itself based on your thoughts, experiences, and actions. And every time you think a new thought, learn a new skill, or challenge an old belief, you're literally changing the structure of your brain. This adaptability is what makes reprogramming your mind possible. No matter how long you've been stuck in negative patterns, you have the ability to change them. Understanding the power of your mind also means recognizing the importance of focus. What you focus on grows. If you constantly dwell on your problems, they'll seem bigger and more overwhelming. But if you shift your focus to solutions and opportunities, you'll start to see possibilities you hadn't noticed before. This is not just a motivational cliche, it's a psychological principle supported by research. The reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain filters information and highlights what's important to you based on your focus. If you program your RAS to look for opportunities, it will start pointing them out to you. Finally, understanding the power of your mind involves taking responsibility for your thoughts. It's easy to blame external circumstances for your situation, but the truth is that your thoughts have the greatest influence on your life. This doesn't mean you can control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. By taking ownership of your mind, you empower yourself to create the life you want, rather than being a passive participant in your own story. In summary, your mind is a powerful tool that shapes your reality, beliefs, and emotions. It operates on programs developed over time, but these programs can be rewritten through conscious effort. By understanding how your mind works and taking responsibility for your thoughts, you can begin to harness its power to create a life that aligns with your true potential. The journey starts with awareness and the willingness to challenge old patterns, plant new seeds, and focus on the possibilities that lie ahead. To reprogram your mind effectively, the first step is to identify the limiting beliefs and negative patterns that are holding you back. These beliefs often operate in the background of your subconscious mind, influencing your decisions and behaviors without your conscious awareness. Start by observing your thoughts and emotions throughout the day. Pay attention to moments of self-doubt, fear, or frustration, and ask yourself, what belief is driving this feeling? For example, if you feel hesitant about taking a new opportunity, the underlying belief might be, I'm not capable enough or I don't deserve success. Journaling can be a powerful tool to uncover these beliefs. Write down recurring thoughts and analyze them objectively. Often you'll find that many of your beliefs are not rooted in facts, but in interpretations of past experiences. For instance, a single failure in the past might have led you to adopt the belief that you're not good at something, even though one failure is not indicative of your overall abilities. Recognizing this disconnect is the first step in breaking free from the grip of limiting beliefs. Once you've identified the negative patterns, challenge them. Question their validity by looking for evidence that contradicts them. For instance, if you believe, I'll never succeed, reflect on times when you've accomplished something meaningful. These moments, no matter how small, serve as proof that your belief is not entirely accurate. Replacing these negative patterns with empowering ones is critical. For every limiting belief, create a positive affirmation or statement to counter it. Instead of, I'm not capable, tell yourself, I am capable and resourceful enough to overcome challenges. It's important to understand that limiting beliefs are often formed in childhood, shaped by the environment and people around us. For instance, if you grew up hearing statements like money doesn't grow on trees, you might have developed a scarcity mindset, believing that financial success is out of reach. Revisiting these early experiences and understanding how they influenced your beliefs can help you separate the past from the present. You are not bound by the beliefs instilled in you during your formative years. Recognizing this gives you the freedom to rewrite your mental programming. Negative thought patterns can also stem from societal conditioning. Cultural norms, societal expectations, and media portrayals can subtly influence what you believe is possible for you. For example, if society emphasizes that only a select group of people achieve success, you might internalize the belief that you don't belong to that group. Challenging these societal narratives is crucial for breaking free from limiting patterns. Surround yourself with stories of individuals who defied societal expectations and achieved greatness. This can inspire you to question the narratives you've been conditioned to accept. Another way to identify negative patterns is by observing your habits and behaviors. Your actions are a direct reflection of your beliefs. If you procrastinate frequently, it might be because you believe you're not capable of succeeding, so you avoid starting altogether. If you find yourself stuck in toxic relationships, it might stem from a belief that you don't deserve better. By analyzing your actions, you can trace them back to the beliefs driving them and begin the process of reprogramming. Your language also reveals a lot about your mental programming. Pay attention to the words you use when describing yourself and your circumstances. Do you often say things like, I'm bad at this, or this is too hard? These phrases are indicators of limiting beliefs. Start replacing negative language with positive, empowering statements. For example, instead of saying, I'm not good at this, say, I'm learning and improving every day. Shifting your language is a simple but powerful way to begin rewiring your mind. Visualization is another effective method for identifying and changing negative patterns. Close your eyes and imagine a situation where you feel stuck or held back. What thoughts come up? What emotions surface? These insights can help you pinpoint the beliefs that are keeping you from moving forward. Once you've identified them, visualize yourself overcoming these barriers. See yourself succeeding, thriving, and embracing new opportunities. This mental rehearsal trains your mind to adopt new, empowering beliefs. Feedback from trusted friends or mentors can also help you uncover patterns you might not notice on your own. Sometimes we're too close to our own thoughts and behaviors to see them clearly. Ask for honest feedback about areas where you seem to hold yourself back. Others may offer insights that can help you identify blind spots in your thinking. Breaking free from negative patterns and limiting beliefs is not a one-time process. It requires consistent effort and self-awareness. Each time you catch yourself falling into old habits or thoughts, pause and redirect your focus. Celebrate small victories as you begin to shift your mindset. These wins build momentum and reinforce your new mental programming. The key to reprogramming your mind lies in persistence and repetition. Just as negative beliefs are reinforced over time, positive beliefs need to be practiced consistently to take root. Commit to daily practices like journaling, affirmations, visualization, and self-reflection. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your thoughts, emotions, and actions, paving the way for a life aligned with your true potential. Shifting your focus from problems to solutions is a fundamental step in reprogramming your mind. Often, when we face challenges, our initial instinct is to dwell on what's wrong, what we lack, or why things are difficult. This focus amplifies the problem and creates a cycle of negativity. The mind tends to magnify whatever it consistently focuses on. By concentrating on problems, you feed anxiety, frustration, and a sense of helplessness. Reprogramming requires a conscious shift in perspective, training your brain to look for opportunities, possibilities, and strategies to overcome obstacles. One effective way to begin this shift is by asking better questions. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me, or what if I fail, start asking, what can I learn from this, or what's one step I can take to improve this situation? Questions direct the focus of your mind. When you ask empowering questions, your brain naturally starts searching for empowering answers. This process reorients your thinking from a state of helplessness to one of curiosity and resourcefulness. Over time, this practice can rewire your mind to seek solutions automatically. Visualizing success instead of failure is another powerful tool. The mind doesn't differentiate strongly between imagination and reality, which is why visualization can be so impactful. When you face a challenge, take a moment to close your eyes and picture yourself overcoming it. See yourself solving the problem, succeeding in your endeavor, and achieving your goals. This mental rehearsal not only boosts confidence, but also programs your mind to approach the problem with optimism and determination. Visualization creates a mental blueprint that your actions will naturally follow. Breaking problems into smaller, manageable parts is another effective strategy for shifting focus. Often we get overwhelmed because we look at the entire problem all at once, making it seem insurmountable. Instead, identify the components of the issue and tackle them one at a time. For example, if you're facing financial difficulties, focus on creating a budget first, then explore ways to increase income, and finally work on reducing unnecessary expenses. This step-by-step approach helps your brain see progress, which builds momentum and keeps you motivated. Reframing is a cognitive tool that allows you to see challenges in a new light. Instead of viewing problems as roadblocks, frame them as opportunities for growth and learning. For example, if you lose a job, instead of thinking, this is a disaster, reframe it as, this is an opportunity to find something better suited to my passions and skills. Reframing doesn't deny the difficulty of the situation, but shifts your perspective to one that is more empowering and constructive. Practicing gratitude is another way to train your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems. Gratitude shifts your attention to what is working in your life and what you have to be thankful for. This positive mindset creates a fertile ground for solutions to emerge. Start a daily gratitude journal where you list 3 things you're grateful for. This practice rewires your brain to look for positives in every situation, even when facing challenges. When you approach problems with a grateful mindset, you're more likely to see them as temporary and solvable. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can significantly impact your ability to focus on solutions. The people you spend the most time with shape your thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. If you're around individuals who constantly complain or focus on problems, it's easy to adopt the same mindset. Conversely, spending time with solution-oriented and optimistic individuals can inspire you to think differently. Join communities, groups, or networks that encourage problem solving and personal growth. Their perspectives and attitudes can reinforce your own shift towards solution-focused thinking. Creating a habit of celebrating small wins can also reinforce a solution-oriented mindset. Every time you overcome a challenge, no matter how minor, take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate your success. This reinforces the idea that you are capable of solving problems and encourages you to keep moving forward. For example, if you're procrastinating on a task and finally complete it, reward yourself with something meaningful. These small celebrations build confidence and momentum, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Meditation and mindfulness can help you detach from the emotional charge of problems and view them with clarity. When you're caught up in negative emotions, it's hard to think rationally or creatively. Mindfulness practices allow you to observe your thoughts without judgment and create space between you and the problem. This space gives you the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. With regular practice, mindfulness can train your mind to remain calm and focused even in the face of difficulties. Another practical approach to shifting focus is to take immediate action, even if it's a small step. Overthinking and overanalyzing can paralyze you, making problems seem bigger than they are. Taking action breaks this cycle and propels you towards solutions. For example, if you're struggling with a work project, start by organizing your thoughts or writing down a list of potential ideas. Action creates momentum, and momentum breeds clarity and confidence. Learning from others who have faced similar challenges is also an effective way to reprogram your mind. Read books, watch videos, or listen to podcasts by individuals who have overcome the type of obstacles you're dealing with. Their experiences can provide valuable insights, strategies, and inspiration. Knowing that others have succeeded despite similar difficulties can shift your focus from why the problem exists to how it can be resolved. Lastly, cultivating patience is essential for focusing on solutions. Not all problems can be solved instantly, and expecting immediate results can lead to frustration. Patience allows you to stay committed to the process, even when progress is slow. Trust that consistent effort will eventually yield results. Emotions act as the compass of our lives, guiding our decisions, shaping our actions, and ultimately determining our outcomes. Reprogramming your mind begins with understanding and mastering your emotional state. Too often, people let their emotions control them instead of taking control of their emotions. This reactive approach leads to inconsistency, impulsiveness, and frustration. To truly reprogram your mind, you must become proactive in managing your emotions and using them to your advantage. The first step in mastering your emotional state is recognizing that emotions are not random. They are responses generated by our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. For example, if you perceive a situation as threatening, your brain triggers feelings of fear or anxiety. However, if you perceive the same situation as a challenge to be overcome, your emotional response may shift to excitement or determination. By changing the way you think about and interpret situations, you can influence the emotions you experience. One powerful tool for managing emotions is identifying and interrupting negative patterns. When you notice yourself spiraling into anger, fear, or sadness, pause and ask yourself what triggered those feelings. Often it's not the event itself, but your interpretation of it. For example, receiving constructive criticism at work might initially trigger feelings of inadequacy. But when you reframe it as an opportunity to grow, the emotional response shifts to gratitude or motivation. Interrupting negative thought patterns prevents them from escalating and allows you to replace them with more empowering ones. Physiology plays a significant role in emotional states. The way you move, breathe, and hold your body can either reinforce or transform your emotions. When you're feeling down, your shoulders may slump, your breathing may become shallow, and your energy may drop. Simply changing your posture, standing tall, taking deep breaths, and moving with purpose can immediately shift your emotional state. This concept, often called motion creates emotion, demonstrates how closely connected the body and mind are. When you act like you feel confident, energized, or happy, your brain begins to align with that state. Another critical aspect of managing emotions is understanding the power of language. The words you use to describe your experiences shape how you feel about them. Saying, "I'm devastated," creates a much stronger emotional reaction than saying, "I'm a bit disappointed." By softening the language you use for negative experiences and amplifying the language for positive ones, you can influence the intensity of your emotions. For example, instead of saying, "I'm nervous about this presentation," try saying, "I'm excited to share my ideas." The shift in language creates a corresponding shift in emotional state. Gratitude is a transformative emotional tool that can reprogram your mind for positivity and resilience. It's nearly impossible to feel gratitude and negativity simultaneously. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you train your brain to look for the good in situations, even challenging ones. Practicing daily gratitude, such as writing down 3 things you're grateful for each morning, can set the tone for the day and create a mindset of abundance. Gratitude rewires your emotional patterns to focus on positivity, reducing stress and enhancing well-being. Another key to mastering your emotional state is learning to manage stress effectively. Stress is a natural part of life, but how you respond to it determines its impact on your emotional state. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness can help calm your nervous system and bring you back to a balanced state. Mindfulness in particular allows you to observe your emotions without judgment, creating space between you and the feelings. This space gives you the power to choose your response rather than reacting impulsively. Surrounding yourself with the right people also plays a significant role in shaping your emotions. Emotions are contagious. The energy and attitudes of those around you can either uplift or drain you. By spending time with positive, supportive, and emotionally intelligent individuals, you create an environment that fosters emotional mastery. Conversely, limiting your exposure to toxic or negative people can protect your emotional well-being and give you the mental clarity to focus on growth. Visualization is another tool to program your emotions for success. Before entering a challenging situation, take a moment to visualize yourself handling it with confidence, calmness, and effectiveness. Imagine the emotions you want to feel and the outcome you want to achieve. This mental rehearsal primes your brain to respond to the situation in alignment with your visualization. Over time, this practice trains your brain to default to positive emotional responses in similar situations. Finally, emotional mastery requires consistent practice and self-awareness. It's not about never feeling negative emotions, but rather about recognizing them, understanding their purpose, and consciously choosing how to respond. Negative emotions are not your enemy. They are signals that something needs attention or adjustment. For example, frustration may indicate that you need to change your approach, while sadness may signal the need for healing or reflection. By listening to these signals and addressing them constructively, you use emotions as a tool for growth rather than a barrier. Mastering your emotional state is a cornerstone of reprogramming your mind because emotions drive actions and actions create results. By taking control of your emotions through reframing, physiology, gratitude, language, and other techniques, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with resilience, clarity, and purpose. This mastery doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you live, work, and achieve your goals. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your results. It's a subtle but persistent force that influences how you think, feel, and act every day. The spaces you inhabit, the people you surround yourself with, and even the digital content you consume all contribute to the mental and emotional atmosphere in which you operate. To truly reprogram your mind, you must take control of your environment and design it in a way that supports your growth, success, and well-being. Imagine your environment as the soil in which the seeds of your mind grow. If the soil is fertile and rich in nutrients, the seeds will sprout into healthy, strong plants. However, if the soil is barren or full of toxins, the seeds will struggle to grow, no matter how much potential they hold. Similarly, your environment can either nourish or hinder your personal development and success. It influences your habits, decisions, and even your identity. Start by evaluating the people in your life. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If the people around you are negative, critical, or unmotivated, their attitudes can seep into your subconscious and drag you down." On the other hand, being around positive, driven, and supportive individuals can inspire you to aim higher and push beyond your limits. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that challenge you to grow and uplift you when you falter. Surround yourself with those who believe in your potential and encourage you to pursue your dreams. Your physical environment also has a profound impact on your mindset. Cluttered, chaotic spaces can lead to cluttered, chaotic thoughts. When your surroundings are disorganized, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unfocused. Take time to create an environment that fosters clarity and productivity. This could mean decluttering your workspace, adding elements that inspire you like vision boards or motivational quotes, or simply ensuring your environment is clean and well maintained. Small changes in your surroundings can have a ripple effect on your mental state. Digital environments are just as crucial. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information through social media, news outlets, and online content. The content you consume shapes your beliefs and perceptions, often without you realizing it. If your digital environment is filled with negativity, fear, or distractions, it can derail your progress. Be intentional about curating your online spaces. Follow accounts and platforms that align with your goals and values. Limit exposure to toxic or unproductive content, and instead fill your feed with material that educates, motivates, and inspires you. Another powerful way to shape your environment is by establishing rituals and habits that anchor your day. The routines you practice daily create a framework for success. For example, starting your day with a morning routine that includes meditation, journaling, or exercise sets a positive tone and primes your mind for productivity. These rituals act as environmental cues, signaling your brain to focus and engage in specific behaviors. Over time, they become ingrained patterns that drive your success. Accountability systems are another critical aspect of your environment. When you have people or structures in place to hold you accountable, you're more likely to follow through on your commitments. This could mean working with a coach, joining a mastermind group, or even partnering with a friend to check in on each other's progress. Accountability not only keeps you on track, but also provides a sense of support and encouragement as you work towards your goals. Even the language you use in your environment matters. The words you speak and hear every day influence your subconscious mind. Positive, empowering language can build confidence and reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself and others. Replace self-limiting phrases like "I can't" or "I'm not good enough" with affirmations like "I'm capable and I can figure this out over time." This shift in language rewires your brain for success. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of nature in shaping your environment. Spending time outdoors, whether it's a walk in the park or simply sitting in a garden, can have a calming and rejuvenating effect on your mind. Nature helps to reduce stress, improve focus, and boost creativity. Integrating natural elements into your environment like plants, natural light, or even artwork depicting nature can create a more soothing and inspiring space. In summary, your environment is a powerful force that influences every aspect of your life. By taking control of it, you can create conditions that support your growth, reinforce positive habits, and propel you towards success. Surround yourself with people, spaces, and content that align with your goals and values. Build routines and accountability systems that keep you focused and motivated. And remember, even small changes in your environment can lead to significant transformations in your mindset and outcomes. Your focus is your superpower. It is the lens through which you interpret the world, the tool that directs your energy, and the key to achieving success in any area of life. Where you direct your attention shapes your actions, decisions, and ultimately your reality. If you want to reprogram your mind for success, mastering the art of focus is essential. In a world overflowing with distractions, focus has become a rare and valuable commodity. From constant notifications on our phones to endless streams of social media content, we are inundated with stimuli vying for our attention. This overstimulation not only scatters our focus, but also diminishes our ability to think deeply and act decisively. To counter this, you must deliberately choose where to place your attention. It's about saying no to the unimportant and yes to what truly matters. Let's begin by identifying your priorities. What is it that you truly want to achieve? When you are clear about your goals, your focus naturally aligns with them. Without clarity, it's easy to get pulled in multiple directions, wasting time and energy on tasks that don't contribute to your progress. Write down your top goals and revisit them regularly. This serves as a compass, guiding your focus and helping you stay on track. Once you've established your priorities, the next step is to eliminate distractions. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to focus. Remove anything that pulls your attention away from your goals. This could mean silencing your phone during work hours, setting boundaries with people who interrupt your time, or even using tools like website blockers to prevent mindless browsing. The fewer distractions you have, the more mental bandwidth you can dedicate to meaningful tasks. Another key to mastering focus is learning to manage your energy. Your brain's ability to concentrate is finite. It ebbs and flows throughout the day. Pay attention to when you feel most alert and productive, often referred to as your peak performance windows, and schedule your most important tasks during these times. Similarly, avoid multitasking. as it fragments your focus and reduces efficiency. Instead, practice single tasking, give your full attention to one task at a time, complete it, and then move on to the next. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for sharpening focus. By training your mind to stay present, you can resist the urge to ruminate on the past or worry about the future. Meditation is an effective way to develop mindfulness. Even spending just 10 minutes a day focusing on your breath can improve your ability to concentrate. Over time, mindfulness becomes a habit, allowing you to bring more focus and intention to every aspect of your life. Setting clear boundaries is also essential for maintaining focus. It's easy to let other people's demands and expectations derail your plans. Learn to say no to requests that don't align with your goals. This isn't about being selfish, it's about protecting your time and energy for the things that matter most. Communicate your boundaries clearly to others and stick to them. This might involve setting specific hours for focused work or creating a dedicated space where you won't be disturbed. Your mindset plays a critical role in sustaining focus. It's natural for your attention to wander occasionally, especially when faced with challenging or monotonous tasks. Instead of criticizing yourself for losing focus, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge the distraction, gently redirect your attention, and keep going. Over time, this practice strengthens your mental resilience, making it easier to stay on task. Leverage the power of visualization to enhance your focus. Close your eyes and picture yourself successfully completing your goal. Imagine the steps you'll take, the obstacles you'll overcome, and the satisfaction you'll feel at the finish line. This mental rehearsal not only reinforces your commitment, but also helps you maintain focus by keeping your end goal in sight. Break your goals into smaller, actionable steps. Large tasks can feel overwhelming and make it difficult to concentrate. By dividing them into manageable chunks, you create a clear path forward. Focus on completing one step at a time, celebrating small victories along the way. This approach not only makes progress more achievable, but also keeps your motivation high. Lastly, remember to take breaks. While it may seem counterintuitive, regular breaks actually improve focus and productivity. The brain operates in cycles, and prolonged periods of concentration can lead to mental fatigue. Incorporate techniques like the Pomodoro method, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. Use these breaks to stretch, hydrate, or simply relax. When you return to your task, you'll feel refreshed and ready to focus again. In essence, mastering your focus requires deliberate effort and practice. It's about taking control of your attention, eliminating distractions, and aligning your actions with your goals. By doing so, you not only reprogram your mind for success, but also unlock your full potential, creating a life of purpose, productivity, and achievement.